So here we are going to see second topic of unit number 6, which is work energy principle, and the topic is impulse. Let's first see what impulse exactly means. See, in case a very large force is acting on a body or a very small or let's say finite amount of time, the action taken place is called as impulse. Okay, a large force acting over a small finite amount of time on a body is called as impulse. Okay, now with this said, we will be trying to derive the impulse momentum equation. Okay, the impulse momentum equation. Okay, and since we said that impulse is large force acting over a small finite amount of time, therefore we should be getting the expression something like this. Since it is impulse momentum, impulse is given as force into time, momentum is given as m into v. Okay, now let's see if we are able to get this specific expression having f into t and m into v. Okay, just like work energy principle, we will be starting our derivation with a very well acquainted term, that is f is equal to m into a, which is what? Newton's second law. Okay, this is Newton's second law. Now we will be just rearranging some terms and we will be integrating those terms when we will be having something in differential format. Okay, therefore f is equal to m. Now just rewrite this acceleration as dv by dt. Therefore what we can do here, we can take this dt to LHS. It will be f into dt is equal to m into dv. All right, so far so good. Then we will be putting integration signs and we will be having those limits. Okay, f into dt, and let's integrate it with respect to limits as t1 to t2. Then here also let's try to integrate this RHS with limits being u to v, initial velocity to final velocity. All right, therefore what we will be having here is, after integration, f into in bracket t2 minus t1. Okay, so it will be t in bracket, and since we are having limits as t2 and t1, it is going to be t2 minus t1. Similarly, in our RHS, it is going to be, the integration will be ending up with v, then the limits will be u to v, therefore we will be having in bracket v minus u. Now let's say that our body is starting from rest, therefore in that case t1 is going to be 0, u is going to be 0. That's why we can rewrite this expression as f into t, okay, is equal to m into v. Okay, which is the required expression. Initially what we had said, we said that since the equation is named impulse momentum, we should be having terms like impulse as f into t, momentum as m into v, which is going to be like this. Okay, f into t is equal to m into v. And again I want to highlight this thing over here, that f here stands for, f may be taken as summation f. Okay, because in a system there may be one or more number of forces. Then here m can be written as w by g. Okay, but basically this is the specific format of impulse momentum equation, LHS being impulse and RHS being momentum. So in the next lecture we will see a problem and we will be making full use of this impulse momentum equation. So I will meet you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.